All right, a little something new I'm working on here. Figured I'd start this video off with that. So hope you dig it. Let me know. Still looking for what I need to go into next. So if you have any ideas, hit me in the comments. Let me know. Welcome everyone to Weekly What's New, episode number 4. We'll go ahead and jump right into the topics. First of which is kind of keeping with the theme of plugins from last week. I saw that NeuralDSP has actually deposited brand new 14-day trials into everyone's iLok account who has already previously tried one of their products. So if you have previously tried a NeuralDSP plugin and we're looking to try it again, well, you have a new 14-day trial sitting in your iLok account ready for you to activate whenever you're ready. So that was pretty awesome. This is not the first time they've done that. This is just kind of one of those additional reasons that I absolutely love NeuralDSP. They make great products, and stuff like this goes a long ways to kind of win me over anyway. So I really appreciate it, NeuralDSP, and I mean, I'm sure a lot of others do as well. So keep up the awesome work. The next topic is going to be a quick tip of the week. So this is something new I'm going to start doing. Each week I hope to provide just a quick tip on something specific that I hope to share with y'all. And this week we're going to just take a quick look at gain staging. All right, so I've mentioned this before, and I don't have any specific videos on setting up gain staging. There are many out there on YouTube. If you just search gain staging, I'm sure you'll find plenty of them out there, but I figured let's just take a minute here and just kind of quickly run through the basics of what gain staging is for anyone who may be new to this. It's basically just thinking about the signal all the way from your guitar into your interface, or into your interface, going from the interface into your computer, into your DAW, into your plugins, and making sure that you're monitoring your signal through all of those things, and making sure that it's not too low in certain areas and it's not too hot or too high in certain areas. So looking at my audio interface, I have a Focusrite Scarlett. I think it's like the 8i6, something like that. It has a little LED around the front of it. And as I play, it lights up and it goes from green to yellow to red. I have it set to where, and you'll probably find differing opinions online, but I have it set to where when I'm playing pretty much my hardest, it will flash yellow a bit, but it never goes red. If I ever see red, it's too high, I turn it down. And that's the first part of setting up your gain staging, making sure you have it right going into your interface. Then you can jump into the specifics of your plugins. So if we look, the first thing that I have going on here is, well, I have an EQ, but then after that, it goes into this Fort and Cali suite. And so if I just quickly play here real quick, I'll play kind of soft and then just play kind of hard, just some chugging or something. But you can watch right here on the left next to input and all the way on the far right next to output. And ideally, I should be getting a signal that's kind of right up near the top of the input. If I'm playing as hard as like really hard, and that input signal is you know, less than half, like that's not going to work. That's not right. Something's off. Your audio interface isn't giving enough signal out, or something in front of it is not giving enough signal. So we'll just kind of take a quick look here. So what I'm seeing is, it actually looks like I could bring this up a little bit. So right now I've got it -1. We'll just set it back to 0. Let's bring it up a little bit more. And it's probably... See, now we're starting to peak, so we'll bring it back down a bit. I could probably come up just a touch from that, but we'll leave it at that. So that's my input signal's good. My output signal looked pretty good. I did see it clip a couple times, but so something to note here. I am using the Fort and Grind, which the purpose of that is to, well, obviously the grind itself has quite an EQ curve. If you look at it, it actually cuts off a lot of the low end. It's just to kind of like tame that low end from the signal, especially if you're playing on a 7-string, you know, especially tuned down, you know, 8-string, you know, it cuts off a lot of the low end just to kind of tighten things up a bit. But it also, the higher you turn that dial, the hotter the signal it's going to put out, right? So because I have the amp section and the cab section disabled, I am okay with sending a signal that's showing that it's clipping here, slightly, right? Like I don't want it to just be completely clipping the entire time, but clipping here and there is okay, because if you think about it, it's actually what it would have been sending that hot of a signal into the amp anyways. The only reason you're not seeing it clipping when you have the amp enabled is because the amp is receiving that hot signal, but you're not putting that signal out from the amp, if that makes any sense. So when I play here, you can see it's like right up near the max. I'm getting a little bit of clipping, but you can also note that I've pulled the volume back quite a bit. So it's at -10. If I left that at 0, it would be clipping the entire time. And that's just a little bit too hot for me. So that looks pretty good. And I want a nice hot signal going into the Omega, which is what I have come next in my signal chain. So we have the Omega here, and we'll just kind of look at the inputs and the outputs here. So probably could come up a little bit on that one. So maybe a little bit more. That's probably good. And then you can see the output. I can probably even bring this up a little bit more. Maybe something about like that, right? So now I know from my interface into the Fort and Cali, into the Omega, the signal is going through at close to, you know, 0, right? Like maxing out, but not peaking, which I know means my gain staging is set up properly. So that's the basic idea of gain staging. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions about any of that, hit me in the comments. It might make sense just to do a video on this in the future if there's any comments on this. But hit me in the comments, let me know. I can go into it in more detail in a future video. All right, moving on. Next topic. I am in a Discord channel. It is not my personal Discord, like, you know, it's not the Jeremy Fox Discord. In fact, I think the name of it is like NeuralDSP. It was started quite a while ago, but it's basically turned into a bunch of great people talking about guitar and recording and plugins and mixing and music and producing and all of that stuff. So I invite you all to join. There is a link in the description of this video. Click that. If you don't already have a Discord account, you'll create one and you'll be in the server with us, and we'd love to have you. So click that link and join us. Let's see, the next topic is I just wanted to send a quick shout out or congratulations rather, to Andy James, who is been announced as the newest member of Five Finger Death Punch. So big round of applause for Andy. He's absolute sick guitarist, well deserved there. And if you haven't seen, I have a video that I released, I don't know, maybe a month or so ago, on the STL Tone Hub Andy James presets and how to really dial those things in for a nice sick tone. If you haven't checked that out, go find it, or maybe I'll put a link up here in the corner somewhere. Go check that out. And the last topic for today, keeping this one kind of short, but the last topic for today is I wanted to call out that Jason Richardson is actually working on some new material, which I have a preview queued up here from his Twitter account. I'll play for you if you haven't seen it. And then also he's announced that he has new signature guitars that will be released on the 29th of October 2020 for anyone who may see this in the future. So super interested to see what he's going to be releasing on the 29th, see what those guitars look like. So without further ado, here is a little clip that Jason released on Twitter. And I apologize for the quality. This is full screen and it's a Twitter video, so it's not high def, but have a listen to this amazingness. Damn. Amazing. I cannot wait to hear this stuff that he's putting together, because that clip, I saw it earlier and I was just like, damn, that is amazing. Sounds fantastic, Jason. Can't wait to see what you are going to be releasing. So that's it for this week, y'all. I hope you like these weekly What's New. Like I said, this one's kind of a shorter one, but those are really the big things that I wanted to point out from this past week. So we'll keep it going next week and just kind of see what's new. But for now, hit that subscribe button down below if you dig the content you see in this channel. Hit like and share. And as always, thank you for watching and thank you for your support.